And then you got Kristaps Porzingis, who is set to join the team. And I'm curious, is this a good thing? Like, I know he's a great third option there. Sometimes when a team is on a roll and all of a sudden they're like, hey, guys, I'm back. And then you got the guys who stepped up and, his replacing him. And then you're like, oh, great, Kristaps, good to have you back. Says Derek White, who's gotten a lot of shots because Kristaps hasn't been playing. Or Al Horford. Yeah, great to have you back there, Kristaps. Now, if you look at when he didn't play, what was the Celtics record? I don't know if it's a fair apples-to-apples comparison, but the Celtics were a little better without Kristaps Porzingis in there. I don't think the talent level of the teams they were playing was particularly high. But Derek White has kind of rolled into that third option here. He's sort of, remember when Marcus Smart, he was always taking way too many shots? And I did like Marcus Smart. And, I just thought he was a fun pest guy to have, played defense, tough. But then he got into the Steph Curry phase. And I go, Marcus Smart, as Mark Jackson would say, should not be shooting. But he kept shooting. And now Derek White is in that, hey, I'm going to take some threes as well. Yes, Marvin.
Doesn't every championship team need one of those guys, the delusional confidence guys? Like, no. Hey, Tatum, move. Clear out.
No, we don't need that. No. Marcus Smart didn't work out. And you go back to when the Bucks signed Dame Lillard, and that made Jrue Holiday expendable. And the Celtics are like, we'll take him. Sure. And at the time, we probably went, Jrue Holiday is going to the Celtics, yet another team. Because I remember one day when I said, man, Jrue Holiday is really good. And Seton was like, yeah, I keep hearing that. He's on all these different teams. I go, he plays both offense and defense. And you're like, okay. And so I think I was trying to let the Danettes know that Jrue Holiday is a really good player. He just is a really good player for a few teams. So it's like, I got traded again. And I go, yeah, well, okay. They brought in Dame Lillard. They got Jrue Holiday. And trust me, he's a really good player. He's on the Hall of Very Good. Al Horford is Hall of Fame. Jrue Holiday, Hall of Very Good. Yes, Paul.
Possible first ballot Hall of Very Good, Jrue Holiday. He was traded in October, and the Celtics gave up Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, a 2024 first-round pick, and a 2029 unprotected first-round pick. And I'm looking at the Boston reaction. It's not good. Like the Boston pundits, the Boston writers, they're like, for a third-option type player?
Oh, I know. Well, wait till you see him in the NBA Finals. Yes.
Yeah, it is funny that one of the main reasons the Celtics are ending up in the finals is because Milwaukee wanted Dame.
Yeah.
Like that trade was just a massive reason why they're where they are.
By the way, LeBron James was talking about Kyrie Irving on the Mind the Game podcast. And he brought up what we've brought up before, and is it a compliment with what he's saying about Kyrie?
I will call Kyrie the wizard all the time. There was nothing on the basketball floor that Kyrie couldn't do. And sitting here watching it, I'm like so happy and so proud and to watch him and continue his growth or whatever the case may be. And at the same time, I'm so mad at the same time that I am not his running mate anymore. He's the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen. He has the best gifts I've ever seen of any NBA player.
Okay. Commissioner Silver on line 2 with the tampering charge against LeBron James. I thought that they were going to get Kyrie in the offseason, but the price was, too steep there. All right. Is Kyrie Irving, as I brought up before, sort of like Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers considered the most gifted player, talented players ever played quarterback. He got one title. Kyrie, the most talented, gifted player ever, he's got one title as well. Now, you got, 4 MVPs for Aaron Rodgers. Kyrie, I don't think, has ever made first-team All-NBA. Is it a compliment to say somebody is the most gifted player in their sport? Paul?
I think it's absolutely a compliment in what LeBron is trying to say. He's trying to compliment him. I find that compliment, though, I wouldn't take it that well. Not me, but if I were a high-end athlete, gifted means like you showed up this way. It almost downplays the hard work it took to get to where you are. Like Usain Bolt is gifted. I mean, there's speed, and then he maxed it out. But Kyrie Irving, I'm guessing he developed his left hand and right hand. He developed his dribbling ability. He didn't just show up with gifts. LeBron has gifts of height and size. Kyrie doesn't have those. Like, if I'm Kyrie, I don't take that as not a diss in any way, but like, hey man, it wasn't a gift. It's not natural ability. I worked for this, completely worked for this. Weirdly.
But it might be natural ability.
I don't believe in that.
You don't believe somebody just shows up and they're like, man, I'm really good at this.
I think some people are more inclined to be good at sports in general. Like, I'm not, and I know that, but like, some people are fast on the playground and they max it out. But nobody gets to the NBA without the work, I don't think.
Well, you have to have work that you put in, but some people get a better starter set than others do. Yes, Eden.
We had Jeremy Roenick in one time, and just standing around like off air, I said, when did you know that it was different for you when you were playing hockey? And he said, I don't know, about 7 or 8. He was like, it was just, he said, it was just different for me. I could already put the puck pretty much anywhere I wanted to. Now, that doesn't mean that he didn't have to work for it really hard. However, he was already well aware that, wow, when this stick is in my hand, it's different when it's in all of these other kids' hands. It's just different.
And, LeBron says there's nothing that Kyrie can't do on the basketball floor. I would disagree with that. He can shoot, he can get to the hoop, he can finish. He's a great ball handler. At the other end of the floor, he's not doing anything. He says he can do anything on the floor.
Have you seen his playoff run?
What do you mean?
You said defensively?
Yeah.
He's been working hard.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you need to work hard.
Maybe earlier in his career, but he's definitely stepped up defensively.
He's not a lockdown defender. He's not blocking shots. He's not. I mean, Ja Morant is more impressive at the defensive end with what he can do than Kyrie.
That's for different reasons, though.
Yeah.
Kyrie is a great offensive player, and I would say he could do whatever he wanted to. Is he the greatest, most talented player of all time? I don't know. It's kind of weird to go, yeah, he is. Like, what's the measuring stick there? Yes, Marv.
Yeah, I think, gifted is completely different than greatest, because I think Chris Webber is the most gifted power forward I've ever seen. Gifted. I don't think he's the greatest power forward, but as far as no one else can do what he does. So
Okay.
I completely understand. And I kind of disagree with Paul. Like, it's not like gifts, like, it was God-given or however you want to say it. But it was like, he could just do so many things, and you work at it. And some people have it and some people don't.
Yeah, but some people have a head start. Kyrie had a head start. Now, did he develop? Yes, he's developed. But he still had a head start.
What do you mean? As far as what?
His talent. Like, he was ready to go probably sooner than most, kids are. That he was already, like Wayne Gretzky showed up on the ice and was probably so far ahead of everybody else. So he was gifted already. Yes, Paul.
You know what I think the gift is? I've been thinking about this. I think the gift is work ethic at a young age. My guess is Wayne Gretzky was out on the ice all hours while all the other boys in Canada went home. And the other baby had work ethic, and he had some natural abilities. But my guess is Kyrie Irving at age 9 stayed on the court way longer than everybody else.